laugh because it's like now the night that I'm it's the night. Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't need him falling down the steps. All right, there we go. Hello and welcome everybody. Good evening. Journey to Healing team here. Lance is out answering the door because my daddy's coming in, and I'm holding the fort down, and we're babysitting the dog and babysitting the grandson, and it's one of those days at the Lawbucker. So bear with us. All the blessings are coming. So hang on. Let me see where everybody's at. Oh, yeah, come on back, Daddy. Daddy, are you okay?
Hey.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my God.
Look here.
Oh.
Had a bloody nose. Boy, I mean, I went down. That girl said, "You know, your head bounced off that floor." I said, "It was my head. I think I probably know that it bounced off the floor." So they said, "Well, we got to do a brain
A CT scan.
on your head because you're on plastics. You could have a brain bleed."
Oh,
So I refused to do it there. I went up to Alliance because I didn't want to go back there to Maine again. I went to Alliance and they looked at this and she said, "Well, we're going to do a CT scan of your head." I said, "Did Maine tell you that?" She said, "Well, let's just say they recommended it because you wouldn't get it done there." I waited an hour. I told them, "I'm not waiting here all day."
that's my daddy.
It's not fun getting old, folks. It's really not fun. It ain't for sissies.
You look good to me.
No, I'm not.
Love
Can't
you.
do it anymore. I love you.
Right.
I smoke, so
Have a good day.
I had a bad day.
You do. I'm sorry.
What did
Call me later.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. I love you.
All right, I love you too.
Be careful down the steps, please.
Lance got him. Yes, you do. Thank you. I love you, honey.
Love you too. Sorry. Welcome to the family. All right, come on in. Let's everybody fill me in on how you're doing, what's happening, and how everything is going. And you got everybody, we got it, the whole family together tonight, right? Let me know how everybody's doing. I know it's a crazy week for everybody. We haven't done our fasting routine this week, so we are still working on keeping ketones in circulation for everybody just a little bit. We're not pushing into the fasting right now. We're still in a little bit of chaos around here, so it's just not a time that we can pull it off. And I still am horrible at cooking for the kids and not tasting anything and blowing my fast. So I'm stopping my eating window nice and early and things like that as best I can do. But fasting right now is just not in the cards. They eat different times than I do and around the clock and snacking and all the things that I'm not used to cooking all day long for people again. So it's one of those things. We tapped out of the fast right now. It's just I'm choosing my battles, doing the best I can do. And right now that is just closing my eating window nice and early. It's just weird. Like we're just in a weird, I'm having some heart issues with my or not my pain meds, my heart meds. And I'm just off. So it's just one of those, I just can't do it right now. And that's okay. So I'm going to take it and leave it kind of where it's at and just idle through this time till I get my meds stable again. And if anybody understands what's going on with that, every time I go in and out of ketosis or my numbers get better, my DBR starts getting nice and low. My heart meds that they had me set up on at a certain, certain level and everything, and I do fine. But that really changes quickly for your blood pressure and heart rate and all of that. So my metoprolol and stuff like that, it just seems like I'm getting my numbers are getting better. I'm getting better and stronger with my ketones, but it makes my heart meds just, I struggle for a little bit to get leveled out. I am just super sensitive to everything. So it's just those kind of things you got to be mindful of when the blood pressure starts dropping up and down, or, the more you get into ketosis, the more you have to watch to monitor those meds. So I'm saying that to say, all of you, keep your eyes open. If you start feeling funny, keep tracking your blood pressure and stuff like that, heart rate and stuff like that, so you know what's going on, because those are the numbers I want you to take to your doctor to say, hey, we might need to adjust this. So be mindful in that. That's kind of where we're at, that I'm just off. So I'll apologize ahead of time that And not to mention the cortisol going on in my family right now. It's just life. It is what it is. So it's one of those doing the best we can do by perfect, not by no means. So we are here. So Lenny, come in, start us off. Tell us how you're doing. Where's my little buddy? Gotta bring the little buddy in too. Oh, not the camera. Yo, we lost you. Lenny, we lost your camera and your audio right now. There you are. But I can't hear you yet. We're all having one of those. We're all having one of those. I love it. I love it. Okay, now we got your sound on. Now, oh, nope, sound's gone now.
All right,
Sound
so
is
you can
back.
hear me?
Sound is back. Now we just need camera. There you go. Got him. Nope, sound gone.
All
There you
right,
go.
how's that?
Now we got you. All right,
Okay.
cool.
I I keep telling you every day it's like a different day with me with this Zoom thing.
I know.
So anyway, I'm tired a little bit. But like I was telling you I've been up in my protein, and today I think I got a little depressed with my numbers. So I woke up this morning and my first reading was like 108 on my blood. And so naturally I took two more tests right after that.
Just to
And
confirm it.
just to confirm, and I even got out my other meter. And so the next two came down. They were both in the 80s. And that is one thing I've noticed with the meters. So, like, even if you take the same meter, if you were to measure your blood ketones or your glucose, like, I do stuff like this. Like, I'll do it like 10 times in a row.
Just to see the
And
average. Yep.
and it does average. And for someone like me, it plays with my mind more so than anything. But that's exactly what it is. It's an average.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, the 108, and I know why it was high. It's my sleep. And talking with Linda, she said to make sure I take lots of water in. And that's one thing I have been lacking lately. But y- anyway, so I came home this afternoon. I still had a lot of energy at work. I came home and I always check my blood and my ketones again at 6:30. And I was a little like I think my blood glucose was like 84, but my ketones were down to 1.7. And that's lately that's on the lower side for me, but it's still acceptable.
Mhm.
And I really think it all comes down to that whole protein thing. And so that kind of has me down a little bit because like I was really, again, I want to be able to take in a lot of protein. But I get it. It's the numbers. And so I've already planned my meal out for tomorrow, and it's going to be like 10. I can't believe 10 grams of protein makes that much difference.
Okay, so, but that what that means is you've hit the threshold of what your body can process. So it's one of those, so stay at that level, back down to where your numbers stayed good, and then ride that out for a little bit. And as you build more muscle and your chemistry shifts gets going and things like that, you may be able to adjust it again. So just ride it
Well,
out where your numbers stay back where your numbers were good.
and that's what I'm gonna do. So I backed off on the protein, and I've already put it in chronometer for what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. So it made me happy because now I'm allowed to eat more butter.
All right. So again, but if you got to lead with that fat, and I promise that when you lead with the fat and let the protein start to level out and just stay slow and steady in it, your hunger hormone, that stuff will come down to where you won't want that much protein. So you will get to a point of that protein where you feel like you're still a little bit short or you're just lacking a little bit or something. That
Hmm.
protein, that threshold that makes you feel full and stuff like that, that ghrelin will change. So give it some time. You're adjusting numbers really quick. So
I
just
know.
hold tight.
I'm impatient.
I know we all are, but I will tell you slow and steady. I've told you this. Slow and steady wins the race in this game every time. Every time. And I don't care that's male and female. If you rush through the chemistry shift, It just makes it harder. It really does. So go easy, give your body some grace and let it happen. Let everything kick in because you can't change something every day and think your body's going to level out and understand what you're doing.
Yeah, I get it.
You got
Okay.
this. You're doing great. And for
I
those ketones, just know those ketones won't stay sky high forever. Your body will get smarter and say, hey, I don't need to overshoot that energy production all the time. So there is a lot of fluctuations that can go on in there. So hold tight. Just stay
o-
steady.
okay. I do have one question now, and it pertains to what you were just talking about with yourself, um, with your heart medication. And so you mentioned something like about how the ketones will interact with it.
Mhm.
And so do ketones interact with like any, I'm not on any medication. I'm just asking like in general because like do ketones interact that way with any
I'm not
kind of medication?
I'm not saying it's the exact ketones, but that where that metabolic ratio gets, that Dr. Boz ratio, as that gets lower, absolutely that everything needs adjusted. That is how I've removed all my medications. I was on over 15 medications.
Oh,
That Dr. Boz ratio staying nice and low is what's going to help that metabolic shift happen, which allows you to then decrease all those meds. So that
oh, okay. I guess I misunderstood it. So it's actually helping you with
yes.
decreasing the amount of medication you need.
Yes, and this is
Oh,
a
okay.
fat-based diet. So think of, my thyroid is fat-based. So my thyroid meds need, chemo killed my thyroid. So those meds start to need adjusted. Where your blood pressure is, your blood pressure will change really quick when you're in and out of ketosis. So as you get deeper and deeper into ketosis, that DBR gets lower, your blood pressure medications, all of those will need adjusted. So that is why I say slow and steady, because if you just go in and jump in really quick and it drops down, you can get pretty miserable and have some issues. So
Um,
for anybody that is on medication, thank God you're not, but that is why slow and steady, let your body adjust. And anybody that's watching that is where if you're on blood pressure medications, keep track of that DBR, keep track of what your blood pressures and stuff are, because those are the numbers you're going to take to your physician and say, hey, look, I've been tracking this and here's my averages and look what's happening. Do you think we can back off this med a little bit? And that is where your doctor will work with you and tell you, because the numbers don't lie. When you have it tracked and you have it charted, you can take those to your doctor and then you guys can make a conscious decision on,
mm,
okay, this is what I needed before, but here's where I'm at now. Because most doctors are not going to say, oh, you're on that ketogenic diet or whatever that's called you're doing. You're eating all that fat. We're going to need more blood pressure medication. So most of them are going to go that direction. But when you go in with the tracking numbers and said, here's what my blood pressure was a month ago, and here's what it is now, can we adjust this because man, I'm getting dizzy or I don't feel good or I'm too lightheaded or whatever. You can work on that when you have the numbers. So track them because they are what's going to help you when you go to the doctor.
okay.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. That's it.
All right. Good job. Come on in, Audrey. Come and check in. We just want to hear you talk again. So
Yep.
come on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Audrey's
You
in
look,
Australia, so we
yes,
get
sir.
to
Yes,
hear her
morning.
beautiful accent.
Yeah.
All right. How you
And you
doing?
guys, Tammie, you're looking really good today.
Oh, thank you.
So much for your stress and everything like that. You look amazing.
I feel like a hot mess, but thank you.
No, you're looking good.
Sometimes we can pull it together for the camera.
Oh.
The shit show
Yeah,
behind the
so
scenes is different. You
hubby
cannot
and
be
I
dressed
were
from the
spent
boob stuff.
the week in town last week, and we seem to have picked up some virus, and
Oh,
it's a little bit of stomach bug and headache, and
Hmm.
I'm not feeling so good. But my numbers are doing fine. And with the stomach bug, obviously, every time I eat, I go, oh, no, that's not good.
It's
So
not
the
happening.
eating's gone out the window. I'm not complaining.
there you
It's
go.
been the easiest fast I've ever done. Yeah.
So how are you just waiting it out through it? Bone broth is always your best friend when you get some kind of stomach bug. So make sure you're doing the bone broth as best you can. Let your body work through it.
Yeah, I'm doing the electrolytes.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, just waiting it out. There's not actually medicine that you can take for a virus,
Right.
whatever that virus is. So it's just a case of, and my alarm tells me every day, it's time to exercise. And I kind of, oh, no, not with these body aches. I'm not doing anything. So
Right.
slow and steady, like you say. Some days you just got to do nothing.
Ride it
Yeah.
out.
Had an awesome Bible study yesterday, though. Yeah,
Okay, that's one way to keep focused in the right direction. That's all you
Yep.
can do.
absolutely.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Well,
So, yeah, I can't say we're well, but nothing to complain about.
well,
God love you.
God love you, woman. So you rest it off, sleep it off, whatever you need to do. So we hope you're feeling better, and we're here if you need us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on in, Mia. Come and say hi. Come and check in.
Hi. Let's see. Today I actually met all my numbers on the chronometer. It's my second day on the chronometer.
Yay!
And I mean, and the carbs too. It's just interesting to see how the carbs they're the first to move.
Absolutely.
And oh man, so I'm learning a lot. This is such a great experiment. So today I have to really think about how I'm going to eat, what I'm going to eat. And last night, going to bed, I felt like I was really missing all of that stuff that I normally eat.
Mhm.
And I was a little depressed, and just no energy, like
Yeah.
no extra energy. So, but I woke up great, and then I feel like my numbers were okay. What is the ideal ketone level to wake up to?
It's not an ideal ketone level, it's an ideal DBR. So
Yeah.
it's that ratio between the glucose and the ketones, and the lower that gets, the better. The one thing I'll say to you, you are so fresh into getting this chemistry to shift. So with this right there, that is where that energy is going to be lacking right now. So when you're used to a lot of carbs, your body is still finding the glucose or looking for the glucose, and that's what it knows how to do. So it's still not used to doing ketones yet and saying, "Hey, I got another energy source over here." So you will have that when you keep hearing me talk about, even in class, I'll talk about, let's get you over that hump really quick. That's,
Yeah.
you're on the hump that we're talking about, that you're not taking in enough
Yeah.
carbs right now for glucose to be your fuel, but your body's not quite sure what to do with ketones yet. So
Yeah.
you're getting there, but this is where you got to keep going, keep focused in it. If you need to drink some ketones because you're not quite there or not feeling well, go ahead and get some of the pucker up. That link is over there in the thing. If
Okay.
you do, you have
Okay.
them?
I don't, but I'll get them. Yeah, I'd never heard of them before until yesterday during the
Right.
day.
They are the ones that have no flavor in them, no anything, and
Okay.
they really do. Can you get that? Put it in the chat. The pucker up link.
Yeah.
We'll put that. So pucker up would be the thing that helps you with a little bit of energy, a little bit of brain health and stuff like that until that chemistry shift starts happening a
What
little bit.
about electrolytes? Are
Yep.
electrolytes
Yep.
that'll work the same? Okay.
Not the same. It's two different
Okay.
things. So get your water and your electrolytes, get that good Redmond salt in you, whatever, good,
Yeah.
good mineralized salt. And then the electrolytes will give you, or the pucker up will give you the ketones. And then
Yeah.
that'll be the best of both worlds.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Cool.
again, it's just writing out. Oh, hang on. He has it for me. Let me put it. Here's the link. If anybody's needing that link, here's the link for the pucker up. And again, you can find all those supplies that you need over on our website, journeytoketo.com, under supplies. And our lifestyle favorites has all the things that we use on a regular basis. The pucker up, the MCT capsules. If you're ordering from that while you're over there, grab the MCT capsules, because those are another good tool to use while you're in that transition. It's not something you're going to do forever, but it's just going to be one of those moments of, let's help you through right now, because you're going to have those moments that your body's not knowing what to do yet. And
It's mostly at night. During the day, I feel great, but it's mostly at night.
okay, so okay, so here's the MCT capsules if anybody's needing that. Those are the capsules, the C8, C10, that will help the liver start making ketones. So all of those are just little tools that we'll use. It's like I said, those aren't a forever thing. Those are just if you're struggling, if you're trying to get through a process or through a step, just to keep you functioning. Because some of us can't wait for weeks for our body to kick in. We've got to supplement a little bit and help this process along a little bit sometimes. So
Mia, were you a snacker at night?
Actually, no, I wasn't. I stopped eating at about 5:30 the latest.
Awesome.
But um but I had my monk fruit chocolate almond, little bite, you know what I mean? And
Gotcha.
it was good, no sugar, but I mean, it had a lot of carbs, so that turns into sugar.
Yeah.
And
So, but
okay,
yeah.
because you might be going over when you say it's harder at night. You may be getting over that mental hump as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of mental games that go on
Yeah.
along with your physical games that go on in your body. So make sure you pay attention to those and know which are which and what's actually happening.
You're
And
right. You're right. It's a lot of mental.
And
Yeah.
with you being this early into it right now, you're to see that you're already noticing, a little bit of depression, that it's just a heaviness coming in the evening. That is where that dopamine surge goes in, usually, where you're either looking for something, whether it's just a bite of
Yeah.
this or a bite of that or something. And when
Yeah.
you totally zip it and you're conscious of, okay, nothing else, now is where you're working on the addiction. Now is where you're working on those habits that, hey,
Mhm.
I'm not hungry. I don't really need anything, but I want something. It's time to sit down and relax. And I just want that moment of that little bite of whatever.
Yeah.
You will notice how many times a day you do that, or what you will learn what your triggers are. You will learn what time of the day is the hardest for you.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard the story yet. The first summer me and him did it together, we had to quit watching TV. Literally, we turned the TV off in the spring and never turned it back on till fall, and
Oh,
had to just
wow.
walk away from the TV because every commercial would mess us. The
Oh,
first
true.
commercial one would come up, and it was always either a food commercial or a medication
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of us would get up and go pee, and the other one would go open the refrigerator door. I don't
Yeah.
know, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was just that stimulus,
Habit.
and then you watch every commercial being food and something that it was like, what is going on? So we turned it off
Yeah.
and walked away, and that's when we got the boat out, started going boating and watching the sunset, get out in the middle of the lake where there's no food, no nothing,
Right.
and it would help us,
Life. Yeah.
push through that. And you will find things. What I want you to search for, though, in the evenings when you're looking for that and you feel that down heaviness and you're looking for dopamine, this
Hmm.
is one of the talks we'll have in class here, but one of the talks we do talk through is, what are you truly looking for? What is it that Mia gave up when Mia started taking care of everybody else and stopped taking care of yourself? So
Hmm.
what is an old hobby, an old thing you used to do, an old whatever that used to bring joy to your life that you've just kind of neglected because life kicks in and
Yeah.
you walk away? You don't call your sister, your best friend, your college roommate, whatever. You don't do any of those things anymore. And it kind of gives you that, I take care of everybody else, but I'm not taking care of me. And
Hmm.
you have to add that back in. That is what those evenings of no eating will give you the freedom to do, because it's going to allow you the time and the freedom and not being in the kitchen and not cooking and not doing all the things all night long. But it will give you that time to be able to, what am I really looking for? What
Yeah.
does Mia need?
Yeah. Great.
Those
Great
are things you'll
advice.
work through.
Yeah.
But
I want to see what happens to her too because she's so new and transitioning over it
she's,
because she's gonna be making ketones here in a little bit.
she already is.
Okay, so she's gonna jump up in ketones. Your ketones are gonna go really high,
Mhm.
which is gonna give you some boost of confidence.
Right.
But just remember your body's not using them yet. So when your body
Oh,
decides to start gobbling them up,
uh-huh.
don't have a mental break and say, "Oh no, I'm doing something wrong," because your body's going to scoop up those ketones and take them. Your ketones will go down,
A little bit.
but your glucose will go down too. So
Okay.
that's where that ratio comes in.
That's
Yeah.
when I ask what your DBR is, that is such a good indicator of how good is your body actually doing? How
Yeah.
are you adjusting metabolically? And it's that first morning waking DBR that matters the most.
Yeah. And I don't even know what to compare it to, but my DBR this morning was 86, I think
Yeah,
we've out.
Rock on.
right. So
So it's
just
pretty good.
For
absolutely.
start,
Okay.
how long have you been doing this?
This is my second day.
Okay, yeah,
Second,
that's like really good.
and it will take me
Okay, good.
it will take me 2 weeks of cleaning up and doing all the things to get my DBR under 100.
Oh, okay.
Then it
Okay.
will take me to get to fasting, 3 days of 72-hour fat, clean fast. I mean, salt water, coffee, black tea, nothing else for 3 days to get that down into the 20s or the 30s.
Yeah.
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 So 86 on your day two is excellent. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what your numbers are going to do.
Okay. Okay.
So,
And
Thank you.
and don't worry about a goal other than get as low as you can. No
Mhm.
carbs, no carbs, and get your DBR as low as you can. Those two goals right there, perfect.
Okay.
Because everything else is based so many. You're such an individual. She's an individual. We're going to differ. We may do the exact same thing, but depending on what your health was, how much crap you put in, and what you're doing now, there's so many factors. It's so variable. So
Mm.
what works for me may not work for you, but it'll work for Tammie, or what works for you guys don't work for me.
Mhm.
So it's very individualized, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm encouraged. Thank you very much.
You will get there, but welcome aboard. We're so happy to have you on the track.
Appreciate it.
Low and steady.
Low and steady.
Slow
One
and
step at a
steady.
time.
Keep
Love
going. Direction.
it.
And I will tell you, everybody in here, all of my veterans even will tell you that getting those carbs nice and low, when you start using chronometer and you literally see where the carbs are coming from, all of us that they're like, really? Like,
Crazy.
that's
Crazy.
crazy. And then you think back to the way you used to eat, or, all right, baby Jen. The way you used to eat and everything, all those things will blow your mind of
Oh yeah.
wonder.
Mind blown. Second day mind blown for sure.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
You will get there, I promise. And
Thank
just
you.
enjoy the ride. And I'm amazed what your body's already doing is just awesome. So good job. Susan, are you able to come and check in?
She knew it was coming.
Maybe.
I've seen her on mic.
There she is.
There she is.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Just trying to, I was on a different call earlier, so
Uh-oh.
I had changed my settings. Good. I have good ketones. My DBR is good, but I'm still insulin resistant.
And that's one of those insulin resistant doesn't heal overnight. It doesn't heal quickly. That is what the long-term goal in this is, to get that liver cleaned out and healthy. And that is
Yeah.
what again, this isn't a 6-week, 12-week, program. This is forever. I will do this until my last breath because I want to build health, and we have a lot of repairing to do. So think of how long you've been insulin resistant. And now,
Yeah, really bothered.
right? But most of us have been that way for decades.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was 90 pounds of skin and bones and fitness and all of the things, I walked around with a fruit smoothie all day long. You bet your butt I was insulin resistant. I mean, there is no way my little body could have handled as much sugar that I dumped in it all day long. I mean, so decades of being insulin resistant is not going to clean up in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. So it's just watching those markers, checking that A1C. How is your body responding? When you do eat something, is it coming back down quicker than it used to? Are you seeing a transition in that? That means you're going in the right direction if you do.
Yeah, I got the Stilo CGMs.
Nice.
So yeah, I can see that I need to do some fasting
Mm-hmm.
and eat some sardines, but I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Good.
I
And
had a bunch of labs drawn today, so
did
in
you?
a month I'll, when the results come back, I'll see how I'm doing.
You will get there. But just know the sardines and the fasting, those are just tools to take you to the next level. Those are all tools that we have in our toolbox. That is what they're here for. And as we go through and our chemistry starts to get better and better, look how far you've already come. Now, if you're idling a little bit and kind of static a little bit of like, okay, I'm doing good. But now it's time to push it to that next level. Do you remember during the last 21 day when Dr. Boz made me go from a hi, honey. When the Dr. Boz had me go from a 3-day sardine challenge and pushed me just to a 5-day sardine challenge straight into a clean fast. That was the first time I had ever done that, and that is probably the first time in years I've had my DBR down into the 20s. So just that little push of I've done 3 days of sardines, just pushing the sardines to 5 days, and then went straight into a clean fast was night and day difference for my numbers. So it's just, you will get there. Use them as tools as you're ready. And if you see your numbers kind of plateauing and you're not getting, the numbers that you used to get, or you're just ready to push to that next level, then let us know and we'll help you. We'll get through that. And we'll do a sardine challenge all together and we'll suck it up for 5 days and have sardines.
He is freaking out.
All right, I'm with her. Oh yeah, you haven't been with us long enough. Wait till you hear the joke, see the joke. He films me eating them because I'm gagging them down. And he thinks it's hilarious. I can't stand them, but I will tell you, I do not like them at all, but I love what they do for my body. Like, it is literally stand over the sink and scarf them down, get it over with. But what they will do for your numbers is phenomenal. And it's
It's
across the
fun.
board.
It's fun to see the look on her face, and I know what she's thinking in her head. I have to do these because they really work for me, but they taste terrible. So it's just that war that goes on right in
It's
this
so bullheaded
this
because they
area,
are going down.
because I don't know if they're going down or out.
But again, if you haven't ever done it, I encourage you, you'll get there, you'll hit the challenge, and we can do tough things. Anybody that know me, if I don't think you mind me sharing that she's a cancer warrior too. So she's one of those that she's not in this for the fun of it. She's in this because, oh my gosh, we got work to do and we need to do this. Sardines are such a good tool to have. That bowl of blueberries that I ate every day through chemo, if I ever had to do it again, it would be a can of sardines. I would replace the blueberries with the sardines. And I do not like them. They're never going to be my favorite food, but I love and appreciate them for what my body will do when I do consume them. So we will do that. And maybe that's what we need to set up on maybe next week we'll be ready. All of us could do a sardine challenge together. Is anybody else up for 5 days of sardines with me?
I'm always there.
He likes them.
Don't matter. Lenny's there.
Lenny's, you guys in with me?
I know Keith and Lisa would
I
probably be
could
there.
probably do it. My DBR today was 40.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm in the 30s and 40s, really.
oh, dude, knock that out.
Then you are doing amazing.
I would do that until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, but my sugar is still above 100.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So you're making really good
Glucose is still
ketones.
above 100.
So great call on that. And that's a great teaching moment. That's saying that we still got to do the work to clean out that liver. So we still got to get that glucose down, that glucose coming down.
Oh, I wanted to ask a question, and that is when I look at the CGM, sometimes the glucose it kind of goes up and down,
Mhm.
even when I'm fasting.
Mhm.
And I notice that when I exercise, it goes up. I understand that, but I don't understand. Sometimes at night it'll go down into the 70s and
Nice. Okay. So at the
lower.
nighttime is when your body is cleaning up that liver. All those cleaning out mechanisms are supposed to be working while you're resting. That's why we don't want your body processing food while you're sleeping because it's doing other jobs while you're sleeping. So let that transition kind of go up and down. Let your liver and your body start cleaning out and doing what it's supposed to do. As long as when you're eating that glucose coming back down to where it's supposed to is getting that time frame's getting shorter and shorter and getting a little bit easier and easier. That's that metabolic freedom that you're gaining of, just keep going and clean it out one step at a time. Get it going that's why we quit eating before bedtime. That earlier you close that window and everything, let that liver clean up at night and you'll see those trends going up and down in that ketone. Now, if you get anything that makes you nervous, just get your keto mojo out and check your numbers and see what your blood is saying. But most of the times those waves in that are just your body doing its thing. So that's what you're wanting.
Yep, you want that ketone or that glucose reading to go up a little bit because you're pulling it into your system to be used up. Just don't put it back.
Don't fill it back up.
Don't fill it back up. You know what I mean? The more
Right.
you can pull it out and use it up and get it away, the better.
Has anybody else ever seen that when you fast? And I'll have people when we're all doing the 3-day fast, and they'll come in and it's like, oh my gosh, my glucose is going up. How is it going up when nothing is coming in? That's actually a good sign because that says it's pulling it out of somewhere. So that's clean it. Think of it as spring cleaning, and you're cleaning out the nooks and crannies. It is pulling glucose out of somewhere.
And it makes sense because you're putting your body under stress. And when you put your body under stress, it reacts in a certain way. And when you see your glucose go up, that means you still have sugar in your system. You still have glucose in your system to get out. And your body's first reaction is to use that first for that quick energy, that quick fight of whatever stress I'm stressing with. So it uses that up. And then once it uses that up, then it'll turn to ketones later when you get more ketones in circulation. But until you get all that glucose used up, it's going to use that quick fuel real quick.
Again, slow and steady is cleaning out that liver. The more you exercise, the more you're pulling that stored glucose out, the more all that stuff is going to help you get that chemistry shift rolling. So you'll get there.
Keep it up, Susan.
Yes.
30s and 40s. Oh, just
40s want to win. All of you. I'm so proud
repeat,
of you
repeat,
guys,
repeat,
right?
repeat.
Rinse and repeat till that does not work any longer. But I will let me look at the calendar and see what day next week I have kids. We may, if I can't do a clean fast, we may just jump in and do a sardine thing. That I can do even if I can't fast. And I need you guys to do it with me because that's not something I'm going to do alone.
I doctor my sardines. I put, mayonnaise and mustard and what else? A little bit of cabbage. The
Never heard of that one.
no, it's the
Sauerkraut, like fermented cabbage?
yes, sauerkraut.
Nice.
And so that makes it easier.
I think anything with a vinegary, strong taste to it would help because it would just cover the taste of anything.
Hot sauce.
He just
Yeah.
pours Frank's hot sauce all over him. He does.
What else
You know
do
what? I
put
try
in
to
there?
keep it as simple because sometimes I can air fry them and put some mustard on them and
That makes no sense.
crisp them up a little bit, and it just changes the texture, so that helps sometimes. Sometimes I just squirt mustard on them and down the hatch, but I found if I add mayonnaise and a little bit of mustard and put some vinegar in, it just makes more to consume, and I don't like any of it. So if I just keep them as minimal as possible, the less I have to chew it, the less I have to anything. It's just down the hatch in as short of bites as possible. But that can has to go down, and I don't stop until that candle's gone. And it's a bullheaded thing. It's just it just needs to go down, and I don't want to prolong the agony, so I just tough it out and do it. I keep convincing myself if I do it enough times, I'm going to like them someday. But someday I'm going to like them.
Here, I'll use Dr. Boz's words against you. Your palate will change.
Oh yeah, right. Dr. Boz tells her kids, just keep taking a bite, your palate will change. And I'm like, I've been taking these bites for 5 years, and it's better than it used to be. I will
I was
say.
gonna say it's
better than I used to
better
be.
than it used to be.
I used to take that first bite and it'd be like, oh hell no. Like it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. It would go down. I'm bullheaded enough to make it happen, but I don't know. That's one of the six. Any questions? Anybody not sure what's going on this week? All right, we got a few. Everybody
You'll send an email when you decide.
right? I will put it over in the group so we can all see what we're doing. I will make a post and say, all right, who's joining me? And then you're all
I'm
gonna
not
have
sure, but am I in the group?
Are you
I'm pretty sure you are,
go
Susan.
check.
I'm not sure what you're doing, so fill me in when you can.
Okay, we are talking about over in the big group today. The Healthy Families Begin at Home, the group that you're in now.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want to share what that is, but everybody's over there. That is where we post any announcements. Right now, that is the group where
Susan, what's your last name?
Johnson.
John.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're there.
you're there. You're in the group.
2 years ago.
You've been in there for 2 years.
Is this Facebook or?
Yeah, Facebook. Go into the groups. It's Healthy
You're in
Families. Healthy Families
I don't
Begin.
really hang out at Facebook much
And none
anymore.
of us do. And just that good thing you brought that up. So just know this. This is one of the things I want to share with everybody so you understand what we're doing behind the scenes. First of all, we took that group to private because we got tired of the riffraff and the offers for feet pics and all the fun stuff that nobody needs a part of. If I don't ever make it in coaching, we can make it with side gig, I guess. I don't know. So we made it private and we've started booting all that stuff out. So if you come in and you start anything, the guys watching, we got him, we got Kevin, we got all the guys over there being moderators. If there's any riffraff going on, they get booted immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not even an option. They don't even know if that's what you're here for to say, hello, beautiful. Can you DM me? You're out. So we made the group private and it's just our people now in there. Now there are still some people in there that I don't personally know. So I'm trying to get that narrowed down. If they cause any grief, they go. Or we message them and say, hey, what are you up to? What are you doing? So we've put those parameters all in. On the other end of that, so right now, that's where our daily accountability check-in is. Anything special going on, if I update anything in the course, that's where I'll put a note up and say, hey, I updated the course in the beginner group or whatever. All those notices go into that one group now for right now. On the back end of it, we have bought into where our coaching platform is. There's a private community over there that nobody has to be on Facebook. You don't have to be on any social media. You go straight to our site and it will be ours. We bought into it. We're getting it over there. We're getting everybody hooked up. We're all excited. Did not realize I have to build the entire thing. I mean, we're talking the coding and the pictures and the not my forte. I can coach you through keto all day long,
We're
but
going slow.
so it's a slow process trying to get this thing going. So I apologize for that, but our goal in the near future is to have all of my coaching clients moved over into that private community that nobody has to go to Facebook anymore. Nobody has to do anything. It would just be in our little private group. But in the meantime, we have the private group Healthy Families Begin at Home over on Facebook.
Yep.
It's just a bridge to get us to where we need to be. But just know when you go in and everybody says, oh, I don't like to go cruise in Facebook. Don't go cruise Facebook. Go straight to the group, check in, you're private in there. Nope. If they're not in that group. And the other thing that we did is anybody new coming into that group has to leave their email or answer questions or something to get in.
Yes.
So if it's just,
And I still am the one that lets them in or not.
yeah,
So even if you answer all the questions and I still think here's something's going on,
he'll go scope them out.
I'll do my due diligence.
So just know when you go into that Facebook group, just go in there, get to know your tribe, share what your numbers are doing, share what's going on. We have 2 posts that are going up regularly right now. The first one is the daily accountability one that goes up every morning.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. There's a new post at the top every morning that says, give me your glucose, your ketones, and your DBR. Let me know if you're fasted, how you're feeling, any struggles, any wins. All that goes under that post in the comments so we can go back through and see what's going on. The second post that goes up twice a week now is share your wins. Because what that one is I don't want it to be, oh my gosh, you got to have a DBR of 20 to say it's a win, or you got to have a glucose of 70 to say that's a win. Sometimes, like right now, the best I can do right now is I closed my eating window at 2:30 today and I haven't had nothing else to eat. That's the best I can do right now.
That or I had to hold space today and I didn't do anything. I just didn't go backwards.
You know,
That's a win.
sometimes just I got 7 hours of sleep last night. That would be a win. We did not last night.
Go.
Just
We're going to tonight.
right? My little Maddox that's having the seizures, we got him the Apple Watch that'll notify everybody in the night if he has any activity. Well, it was going off last night in the middle of the night. So it calls his mom and dad. He's staying here with us. It's calling his mom and dad. So his mom and dad are calling us as we're trying to run out and check on him. So it just, by then your heart rate's so far up that, I'm not going to go to sleep for 3 days at this point. So it's just one of those, anything rising, the cortisol, all the changes like that, all of those things. So right now, this is the best I can do. And that is still a win. You know what? I got my kid making ketones. We're checking our numbers. We're closing our eating window. I'm even sipping on some BHB. Maddox is sipping on some BHB. We are just holding the best we can do right now. And that is a win. That we're not going backwards. So that post goes up twice. The blue one is the accountability one. The pink post, it's some pink sparkly stuff. That is the one that is just share your win. And I do not care how simple that win is. I want you to feel honored. I want you to feel like you're making progress. And some days it's just hard. And that's still a win. We're in your tribe. The other thing, you're showing up for your tribe. And I don't care what level you're in. There's always somebody in front of you that's already been through what you're going through that you can reach out to. And if not, you can always put your hand behind you and pull somebody along that's struggling.
And if you don't feel like putting your numbers up right now, don't. But there's also people that could use some pats on the back and some cheers and some pushing up that need the momentum.
I love this group.
Any comments and anything that can help somebody move forward or pull them along, or that is, it's amazing what that does to a person.
And I will say we've been doing this for about 5 years now with Dr. Boz and everything. And the group that we have over right now in that private group is, I think, the best good-hearted people we've had in a long time. Everybody is truly out to help each other along. And we got people going through big stuff over there. We got cancer patients over there. We got heart attack people over there. We got people's lives falling apart right and left. I mean, we've got a lot of life is over there, but I will tell you, I've never felt like such a close family, and that I love and we appreciate everybody over there. So that's where getting to know your tribe is going to help us all win. And just remember when your kids were little, I don't know about you guys, but I always said to my kids, show me show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And it's the same thing for us adults. Like-minded people is going to help heal our brain and keep our toes going in the right direction. So we'll get there. So Any other questions? You guys are really quiet tonight. Anything over on YouTube?
Nope. YouTube's like silent. Think I heard
It's over there.
crickets over there.
Crickets going on YouTube. Anybody over there? Jeff, are you over there? Who's watching?
Nope.
Anybody out there talking to us?
I think there's 3 people on there today.
Nobody's talking to us tonight. We've messed everybody up.
Yep.
Nobody. All right, guys. If there's no questions, couple things. Just know, Hack Your Health is still open. Use the code JTK to save $100 off that entry ticket.
Absolutely.
So that's a big one coming up.
November 13th and 14th.
Yep. 13, 14, 15.
15th. Yep. 13th, 14th, 15th.
And
Tampa, Florida.
yes, it's getting moved from Texas to Tampa this year. The other thing is, Dr. Boz, if you go over to our website under our Dr. Boz stuff, go to journeytoketo.com. We have the Dr. Boz 21-day course started in there. I think registration is open on Boz's end. If it isn't, it will be any day now. I think it's ready on our website to start going over, but if it's not signing in on Boz's yet, when it goes over there, it will be any day now. But there's a lot of great coaches over there. You don't have to have me. I will be coaching. If you want me, you can request. If you don't, there's a lot of good coaches over there. So don't hesitate on that. It is 21 days of dedication to your health. It's 21 days of showing up live with Dr. Boz, 21 days of showing up live with your group and a coach, and 21 days of accountability. And then the last 2 weeks of it, she picks a patient out of each class and dives into their health, dives into what would she do. And she explains all of it. She brings them up on live. And it's just one of those, it's a teaching moment of, if it's, if she picks a cancer patient or she picks a diabetic or she picks somebody, she'll pick a topic and then dive into it and say, here's what I would do. Here's how I would treat you with your diet, with the food, with your ketones, with what you're doing. So it is one of those, it's a reset I do twice a year. I love this course with her because 21 days of accountability, you will be amazed. We take 200 people through and you will be amazed at all 200 people. If they show up and do it, improve. You can get diabetics off medication. You can get blood pressure meds lowered. You can get all the things that happen if they show up and do the work. So it just proves to us how much we control our health issues. Because if we can change 200 people, improve 200 people in 21 days, imagine what you could do in 6 months at your own house. So it's just, we slack off, and I'm just as guilty. When I'm not in front of Dr. Boz and the whole group of 200 people, it's easy to put some extra cream in my coffee and open up my eating window just a little bit for a bite of this or a bite of that. And when people are looking at your numbers for 21 days in a row, and we're all cheering each other on and doing it together, and you wake up tomorrow morning and see where your DBR is at, and if your DBR is off the charts, everybody's going to say, what did you do? It's just a great accountability program. I love it. So get in there, get signed up if you want to get in on that. What else? Anything good?
I think you covered it.
I think we got it. All right, guys. Well, we will be short and sweet tonight.
That works too.
All right. Enjoy your weekend. If anybody needs anything, you know where we're at. See you over in the group. We'll be over there in the next weekend and be catching up with everybody. Talk to you later.